Hi, my name is Coldbeer and let's start with Wasteland 3 Colorado Collection. This version of a game includes both the Battle of Steeltown and Cult of Holy Detonation expansions, as well as the Colorado Survival Gear bonus items, and the game itself is a wonderful gem for all Fallout, Baldur's Gate and turn-based combat fans. In Wasteland 3 you will travel to the frozen wastes of Colorado to deal with gangs, cults and psychopathic clowns in an effort to bring stability to one more frontier of the wastes. Or you know, even more chaos and psychopathic clowns. Here your decisions really matter, not like in real life. Also, you will find all the links to the games in the description below. One click and you are there. The Witcher Game of the Year Edition. This deal must be really interesting for those who never played the game, never finished the game, or played only the base game of Witcher 3, because Game of the Year Edition contains everything that was officially released over the years, including both DLCs, concept art, music tracks, boobs, and other jiggly things we all like. By the way, Blood and Wine DLC is huge. It's a 20-hour tale with an enormous separate region, really worth your time and money. Divinity Original Sin 2. If having sex with skeletons is your thing, you may want to try this game because it allows you to do that, along with many other wonderful things. Like here you can be a complete villain if you want, just do bad things to others and enjoy the consequences. The game is a perfect mix of do whatever you want, with relatively intriguing story that still doesn't take itself very seriously. By the way, thievery is a great way to become rich, and not only in real life, that works in game as well. Gloomhaven. At first, this was a tabletop game, and as it reached incredible popularity, it was remade into a video game as well. Here you will lead your band of mercenaries through this unforgiving place where every move is crucial. Yeah, you sneeze, you die. No, probably not, but you get the point. You will have to carve your way through dungeons, forests, and dark caves filled with horrific monsters to reap your rewards, or die trying, possibly the latter, over and over again. People are talking that this game will surprise you with a high amount of unique monsters, a high replay value, and 100 hours of content, but at the same time it can scare you away with its very steep learning curve, so don't expect anything easy, it's not your sister. Kingdom Come Deliverance Royal Edition. This version includes the base game and all the DLCs, so if you never played the game, it's the best version you can get. And the Kingdom Come itself is basically a realistic Skyrim set in medieval Europe. It has a great story, interesting missions, and really beautiful world of the medieval Czech Republic. So grab your sword and show everyone who's the real boss of Czechia is. Spoiler, not you probably, because at first here you are very lame and very puny. The harsh reality of level 1 villager that decided to become a warrior is not very pleasant, but you will learn and armies will fall by your feet sooner or later, probably way later. Diablo with Hellfire DLC. Oh, look at that! The thing that started all this action RPG genre we cannot live without. If you have never played the game, keep in mind that there is an HD mod somewhere on the internet available, and the game looks really modern if you use it. I think it's almost mandatory for everyone who likes games like Path of Exile, who play Diablo 2 and 3, who enjoys Grim Dawn occasionally to beat Diablo and then some other monstrosity in its expansion at least once. You know, only by playing the first Diablo you will realize that somehow, someday, all this beautiful dark and gloomy genre went south and became a fairy, airy, unicorn, rainbow-colored splash of joy for kids. It's a serious game and it aged very well. Not like you and me, my friend. Sadly, we don't have HD mod for our faces. And bodies, I guess, yeah. Ugh. Solasta, Crown of the Magister. This is the only game where I managed to roll 4 critical misses in a row while fighting lowest level spiders and my whole party died. That happened in early access a long time ago, but it's hard to forget how evil this game was at the beginning of its journey. Now it's okay, although don't expect miracles, this game is still hard and forgives no rookie mistakes. Despite that, this is one of the coolest party-based RPGs. Here you will discover the shattered world of Solasta and explore ruins and dungeons for legendary treasures. Many dangers hide in the dark, but a light can also attract monsters scarier than your ex-mother-in-law. I'm kidding, nothing is scarier than that. Disco Elysium. Here, no matter how dumb you will act in the game, every decision you make here matters and changes the narrative around you. You will play as an alcoholic psycho detective with memory loss. You don't know what happened to you, so you begin to investigate everything in this post-apocalyptic alternative reality world. At least it seemed to me like that when I played the game. Although, be warned that this game consists mainly of talking, be sure it's for you. Also, you'll find the link for this and every other game of this list in the description below. Icewind Dale Enhanced Edition. Made with the same Infinity engine as a classic Baldur's Gate, Icewind Dale is a more battle-oriented game. You will find less side quests and less story, but you will enjoy an amazing atmosphere because the game is really detailed. Every animation and sound effect is really nailing it. Game is well known for its beautiful landscapes and original setting. Although, be warned, this game is a classic one, it's the roots. So if you never played any of those oldies, don't expect any modern stuff in here from modern party-based RPG games. It's fun, but it's rusty, so play it with the same mentality you have when you watch the original Star Trek series. Dragon Age Origins. It is the most loved game from this franchise, just like your brother is more loved in your family than you are, so if you somehow avoided it, this is your chance to acquire it without a shock therapy for your wallet, which is very thin, just the opposite of you and me, my friend. So along with the base game here you will get the Awakening expansion pack, where you become the commander of Grey Wardens and embark on a new campaign in the world. You'll fight new enemies, learn new spells, and fend off the advancing Darkspawn forces. In this version, all 9 content packs are also included, so this Ultimate Edition is filled with stuff and it's probably the best way to experience this wonderful game if you have never played it or want to get a full uncut experience like never before. Spellforce Free Reforced. This is the old good Spellforce free, but with tons of additional modern upgrades, improved RTS and RPG mechanics, reworked faction designs, updated skill trees, improved quest flow, improved loot distribution for a smoother progression, reworked crafting, AI balance overhaul, complete rework of the hub, complete purge of campaign quest logic issues, improved co-op mode, improved mod support, full gamepad support, and additional modes like Journey and Arena. And the game itself is a strange mix of RPG and RTS. Kinda reminds me of Rexar maps from Warcraft 3. So if you remember those, imagine the whole game in that image. It's not a perfect game in any way. It has a lot of issues and it's definitely not a Warcraft 3. But this price is more than fair. The Forgotten City. This game, as a lot of gamers point out, is Groundhog Day in an ancient city. The mechanic here is simple. Everyone around you is dying for reasons unknown, because I don't want to spoil anything for you, and if that happens you can just go to the portal and restart the day over and over again until you solve the thing. It's really one of the best adventure games there is. I'm not gonna lie, if you go to Steam you will see the overwhelmingly positive review score. Also, fun fact, this game started as a Skyrim mod a long time ago, and it was so well received it became a separate kick-ass game. Arcanum of Steamworks and Magic Obscura. This one is really old, and by graphic style it will probably remind you a bit of the first 2 Fallout games and of course of all good Baldur's Gate. In Arcanum, magic and technology coexist, creating a world shimmering with adventuring possibilities. As with most games similar to classic Baldur's Gate, this game adapts to every choice you make, including fighting style, dialogue options, and alignment. On GOG it has 4.6 out of 5 overall rating, and that equals to overwhelmingly positive reviews on Steam. So this is a wonderful title, and if you, let's say, missed it 21 years ago, it's your chance to unmiss it. Game Deck. This is a single-player, non-combat cyberpunk RPG. You are a game detective who solves crimes inside virtual worlds by using your wits and gather information from your witnesses and suspects. Also get to the bottom of deceptive schemes, save lives, and investigate the relationship between virtual worlds and their inhabitants. The game continually adapts to your choices and never judges. Sounds a bit like Disco Elysium, and that's a great thing. Game is actually an adaptation of a book by Polish writer Marcin Siergiusz Przybilek. I hope I pronounced the name right, and wszystko jest dobrze. Titan Quest Anniversary Edition. Before making the famous Grim Dawn, many of the developers were involved in making even more famous Titan Quest. Originally, the game was released in 2006, so it would be outdated by now, but thanks to this major overhaul, it is not. You will get better resolutions, larger camera distance, multiplayer, mod support, Steam achievements, improved enemy and pet AI, countless bug fixes, dozens of new heroes, and it will keep your virginity safe better than ever. Titan Quest is a great game, one of the most loved by the action RPG community, and I couldn't recommend it to you enough. You will find all the links to the games in the description below. Underrail. This is an old-school turn-based isometric indie role-playing game that focuses on exploration and combat. Underrail is set in a distant future where life on the world's surface has long gone and the remnants of humanity now dwell in the Underrail, a vast system of metro station states that, it seems, are the last bastions of a fading race, where I have heard that, oh yeah, metro games. Underrail will take about 60 hours of your time, so it's a decent storyteller, but I should warn you that it is no joke. The game is hard and you will struggle a lot in certain situations, not knowing what to do next, fighting some super hard enemies or being stuck in one place without any clues. So be ready to fill your browser's history not only with big-boobed MILFs of every kind, but also with the questions about this game. Outward, the Adventurer Bundle. This version includes the base game and its both DLCs. If you're not familiar with Outward, keep in mind that this is an open-world RPG experience coupled with survival gameplay, offering a challenge for the most avid gamers in solo or online co-op mode. Main story will burn about 30 hours of your life, and with DLCs, be assured to sacrifice at least another 20. Gamers on GOG are recommending to play this game without any research, just dive in and explore. This game is full of hidden secrets, puzzles, and it's literally awesome. So, as I've said before, you will find all the links of all the games in the description below. Those are my affiliate links, so if you buy anything using them, you will support my channel as well. All the games are DRM free and refunds are supported for up to 30 days, way better than on Steam. Thank you for watching, have a nice day, and I'll see you next time. Bye!